Hey guys, Chad here with another video. So today's video is actually a top 20. I have not done a top 20, but I decided to do one anyways. Today's video is top most complimentary fragrances. Now, not all these fragrances I haven't gotten compliments, like I just got them, but I can see them getting compliments in the future because some of them are just like absolute works of art. Like I got a couple decants here as a recent and a few testers that I really do see getting some compliments and getting some notice this year. So there's no honorary mentions, and there are no and they're not in any particular order. All right, so this one definitely gathers a lot of compliments. Dioram, the whole makeup bag, not going to talk about it, but women really like this one. This is more of a metrosexual fragrance, not for you alpha men out there. This is from a retired YouTube fragrance reviewer, John Kerosene, and that's Kerosene Unknown Pleasures. Definitely lemon bar ice cream or lemon ice cream. It's definitely a gourmand, very sweet, very playful, really great fragrance that lasts a long time. I get like 12 plus hours on this one. This is actually from my very first review ever, and that is Perry Ellis M. Gets a lot of comparisons to Chanel Allure Homme, which I do agree, but this is definitely the more sexier, the more playful, flirty one, if you will, of the two. I would wear this one over Allure Homme if it were to come for a date. If it was something more formal, then I would definitely reach for the Chanel Allure Homme rather than this one. But this is a really a compliment getter. I was very surprised by this one when I first smelled it. This one I just got a sample of, but I could definitely see it being a compliment getter. I have it on my hand, and I really enjoy this one. I've heard about this one through the community, but I never sampled it until one of my friends and I went to the Hermes boutique downtown, and that is Hermes Ambre Narguile. I think I'm mispronouncing that one. Definitely a beautiful gourmand. It's a lot like apple crisp. This kind of reminds me of home. When my grandmother used to make some apple crisp for me when I was a kid. Beautiful fragrance that I think is great for the fall and winter. Another niche one would be Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Definitely a very classy, sophisticated, gentlemanly fragrance. Perfect for winters and just all around beautiful masterpiece of a fragrance. Definitely got a few compliments out of this one as well. Another niche, and that's from the house of Serjutin, and that's Chergui. It's got that sweet and hay note. I never thought that hay would be a good note to use, but definitely a masterpiece as well. Definitely casual, but more of a business type of casual, like dress wear, to black formal. Great for night out, winters. Wow. This is my last niche purchase that I absolutely adore. Did a review of that one. We're going to go with two Yves Saint Laurents, and we're going to go with the original L'Homme. Definitely a compliment getter. You can see how much juice I got out of this one. Spicy, floral, citrus, metrosexual fragrance, in my opinion. Women love this one. Definitely a great fragrance. It's not a beast. It's more of a moderate, subtle projector, but definitely a compliment getter. So if you're with somebody and like somebody special, this is definitely a good cuddle scent as well. This one is great for the night out. This one gets a lot of love, and that's the little brother, La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. Chocolate, vanilla, powdery. It's wow. It's for designer. This is phenomenal. Beautiful. We're gonna go with another niche, and this is probably my very first niche purchase, and it's a decant, not a bottle. It's from the house of Bond Number 9, and that's New Harlem. Very sweet. It's a gourmand. Pancakes, coffee, and syrup in this little bottle. This is breakfast in a bottle, guys. Beautiful fragrance. Whenever I go, whenever I wear this, I definitely get a few compliments. Awesome fragrance. If you're just getting into niche, that's a great fragrance to start out with. Another niche one would be from the house of Montal. I know that some people don't like Montal. I'm not a big fan of the house, but this one I really did enjoy when I first tried it, and that is Soleil de Capri. Citrus florals, definitely last a long time. I haven't really worn this one too much, but I can see this one this summer getting quite a number of compliments. This one, we all know this one is definitely a compliment getter. That's from the house of Chanel, and that's Chanel Bleu. Guys, we don't have to discuss this one. Women love this one. This is probably one of the most complimentary fragrances in the designer world. It gets a lot of talk, a lot of love. So this one definitely is a compliment getter. Just the only downfall is the performance. It doesn't last a very long time. But there's not a lot of fragrances like this one on the market, and that's from the Dolce & Gabbana, and that's the one. Beautiful grapefruit cocktail blend sort of thing. Definitely you'll get noticed if this one lasts on you. I only get about anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. It's pretty spotty. That's pretty standard on a lot of people who wear this one. But some guys told me they get like 10 hours. But definitely a great fragrance. Just bring a decant with you. This one I'm not a big fan of. A lot of guys have kind of worn this one since my time. I wear it every now and then, but I normally reach for something a little bit more, in my mind or my opinion, a little bit more adult or a little bit more mature, I should say. You know, I don't want to say adult, more mature, and that's Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mans. Lavender, mint, vanilla. We're not gonna go there. Women still love that one, but this one is definitely the same thing, but it's more mature. That is Bois 1920 Sushi Imperial. This one is definitely close to it, but not entirely. This one to me is more apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and cinnamon. Wicked, wicked fragrance. I actually got this one from Sebastian Man Loves Cologne. I got 2 decants of this, but I actually gave one of them to a good friend of mine who is just starting to get into fragrances himself. This has been around for a very long time, and I'm not a big fan of the Hugo Boss house. They have some very nice, pleasant fragrances, but not a lot of stuff that really stands out. This one has been around for a very long time, and it's probably been their most top seller, and you would probably guess it right by saying Boss Bottle, then you are correct. Green apple, vanilla, wicked fragrance that's perfect for colder days, like, well, I would say autumn, but also maybe some colder spring days as well. I wouldn't wear this one too much on a date just because it's been around for so long, so chances are that a lot of men have worn this, previous partners, girlfriends, or anything like that. So definitely a great fragrance overall, but not one that I would normally reach for. This is you know what, we're going to save that one for last. This is an eau de parfum, and I don't have a lot of Pradas. I'm not a big fan of it. But this one is definitely a sexy fragrance that has got me a couple compliments, and that is Prada Amber Intense. Perfect for the colder days. Like, you know what, it's April right now, and sorry, it's actually March. Well, you know what, it feels like March. You know, it's May 2nd actually, and it's just been very, very cold. It's springtime, but to me it doesn't feel like spring. So you could actually wear this one right now just because it's only like 8 degrees Celsius out there. Definitely a colder time fragrance that gets a lot of compliments. Not a lot of fragrances like this one out in the market that I smelled. Great for night out dates. Wicked fragrance from the House of Prada. This one has to definitely make your list if you like cinnamon. And that is Victor Rolf Spice Bomb. Cinnamon, and a hell of a lot more cinnamon, guys. This one is very loud fragrance. Definitely will get you noticed, so definitely be easy on the trigger. I normally only do two sprays normally, sometimes 3 depending on where I'm going. Wicked fragrance. Sorry about that, that's my phone. But this one will definitely get you noticed. We're gonna finish, you know what, my last 3. Let's go with this one. This one doesn't get a lot of talk about. I heard about this one through Cubby, but I am probably the one of the reviewers that talks about this one the most. Definitely a wicked fragrance that I have no problems. I have no issues buying this one. This is really, really nice. Will definitely get you noticed. Not a lot of fragrances like this one on the market. That's Christensen, New York. Sexy fragrance that's very warm. It's inviting. It's seductive. It's just great. This one has gotten me noticed a few times. Like, I haven't worn it a lot. Like, there's not a lot of usage as you can see, but whenever I do wear it, I do get a few compliments, and I do stand out from the crowd normally, just because this one, there's nothing like it on the market. The closest one to this would be, I think it was Dolce & Gabbana By Man. I really don't know the name, but that one's been discontinued. If you want something that's cheaper than a discontinued one, get this one. You could get this one on Christensen, New York, the website, and I'm not sure what else. Where else? Amazon. I don't think so. Fragrance X or no, but definitely a great winter night out fragrance. We're gonna finish off with a designer and a niche. This designer is definitely a classic, been around since the 90s, but whenever I wear it, I do get a compliment here and there. This is a Swiss Army knife. It could be casual, but it could also be semi-formal. And that's from the house of Chanel, and that's Chanel Platinum Egoist. Very clean, citrus, fresh, but it's a great all-year fragrance that it's good enough that'll cut through the cold, but also fresh enough for the summertime. Just great fragrance. And this is one of my very favorites right now. It's from the house of Acqua de Parma, and it's from the Blue Mediterraneo line. Like I stated, my Italian's terrible, and that is Mandorlo di Sicilia. Italian almond cookie. It's a gourmand. This is a very playful, flirty fragrance, in my opinion. It could be flirty, but just delicious. Like, you know, if you're one who is a super clean eater, who has a sweet tooth, but you can't break your diet, try this one. This might satisfy your craving. Probably not, but you know, it's just a great fragrance. I've only worn it maybe 3 times. It just hasn't been too warm up here, like I stated. But whenever I do wear it, I do get noticed a little bit. But I'm looking forward to the summertime, because this one is definitely going to be a staple in my starting lineup. All right, so guys, that is my top 20 complimentary fragrances. What's yours? Or what are some of your favorite fragrances in this collection? So this is just a list of mine. This is not the best 20 fragrances out on the market. This is just what I have in my collection. Alright guys, so I will see you guys in the next video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye.